Lensa Anyango. Lensa, Tevin Ochieng, Fuden. Collins Paul, harakisha kidogo baba. Fuden, Laurel Elizabeth. Tevin. Lauren Elizabeth. Nyadek Maunge will find time and issue. I want to appreciate in the team of 27, we had got 9 ambassadors sponsored courtesy of the club and some few friends of the ambassadors club within the church. Banyasa Igwedu. Jadolo, back to you.
Wachona ngone chenro maber ni yena uru monda kaw thuolo makende mokwongo monda goero kamano ne japuonj Steve Ogweno mose kaw thuolo ne gi teko ne duto mondo ne joma tindo madikoro wakia kuma nitie okelo kanyakla mondo gibed ni ginyalo puonjore wach Nyasaye kendo ginyalo chung' motegno e kanisa. Japuonj Nyasaye ogwedhi kaachiel gi yori. Ne joma tindo thuolo mane ukaw ka uonge wamor nikech utimo gima ber. To mana chako timuru moloyo mandalo duto. Olembwa en ni mondo usiki ei Kristo, mondo ubed ka urieny ne Kristo ndalo duto. Ne kanisa thuolo mane ukaw gi mwandu ma utiyogo, Nyasaye mondo ogwedhu. Jonyuol mag nyithindogi, ang'eyo ni osekaw thuolo malach ahinya gi mwandu mathoth. Sa umed gwedhou nikech mano ting' mane ikaw kane yudo nyathi ni ibiro rite. Alemo ni Nyasaye omiu ngima gi teko mar ritogi. Otherwise, yenauru mondo walem ne nyithindogi. Wuonwa kendo Nyasachwa wago erokamano. Ineno ni ber mondo kawuono wachung' kaka wago erokamano kuom tich maber ma timo ne nyithindigi. Wuonwa wan kaka jo-North ni yie mondo waor nyithindi thim, yie midhi kodgi miritogi miduogonwagi, nyingi mondo yud duong'. Gima duong' ahinya mwakwayi ni yie mondo gisiki e lweti ndalo duto mangimagi, mondo giko mar wuodhni a Nyasaye ginyal yudo kinde madak kodi manyaka chieng'. To bende gibedie konyruok ne gin giwegi kaachiel naluora goganda magiaye. Ipar kanisani, par jonyuol, par jatichni Steve gi dara mar youth duto, kendo yie medgi e teko mar tiyo ni moloyo. Wasayo kuom yie e nying Kristo mowarowa. Amen. Nyasaye mondo ritu kendo gwedhu. Ni kama wan godiochieng' modich kabisa kawuono, kendo gik mawatimo gi chunowa ni nyaka koro watim. Kanisa nomiyo oganda moko thuolo mondo gichwal nyinge moko, to nikech sadhi sabato manyien watieko evangelistic campaign, and therefore we have consulted enough and agreed that wadwa vote yerowa kawuono bang' somo mogik. And for that matter, I'm calling upon our nominating secretary mondo okelnwa nyinge mando bedo proposed, kaeto bang'e obro chwalo mondo watim the necessary. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pastor. Happy Sabbath, church. Happy day. I'm going to be very brief. I request we be attentive. This is the second reading of the 2026 nominating committee minutes that were read the other Sabbath. So I'm reading the second reading today. Migori North SDA Church 2026 Departmental Leaders Nomination Meeting Minutes. Date 8 November 2025. Time 16:15 hours. The venue was within the church compound. Members present. Pastor Joshua Alot, Chair. George Ogonda, Secretary. Beryl Onyango, Mary Omedo, Mercy Were, Florence Gatti, Lillian Caleb, Fred Olela, Monica Biko, Valerie Auma, Judith Akot, Monica Odhiambo, Collins Ochieng, Rosalind Rai, Judith Akot, Peter Onyango, Mercy Octavian, John Mark, Patrick Juma, Evelyn Benson, and Rosalind Omondi. Agenda 1, opening prayer. The opening prayer was offered by Madam Monica Biko as delegated by the chair, Pastor Joshua Aloch. Second agenda, introduction and welcome. The chairman, Pastor Joshua Aloch, welcomed members and introduced the purpose of the meeting, of the importance of the meeting. In addition, words of encouragement were offered by the chair in connection to this noble assignment from the book of Titus 1:5 that reads, "For this reason I left you in Crete, that you might set in order what remains to be done, and appoint elders in every town as I directed you." End of quote. Third agenda, leadership nomination process. Discussion. The committee outlined the process for nominating leaders, including vetting and voting. After a wide scrutiny, the following members were nominated as leaders of the Migori North SDA Church for the year 2026. Elders. Florence Ochieng, lead elder, assisted by Walter Mwabe, Collins Muge, Victor Owiti, Monica Odhiambo, Fred Mbogo, Beryl Onyango, Bernard Ayoma, Fred Olela, and Iska Okeyo. Church clerk, stroke secretary. Lynn Abila, lead. Evelyn, assisted by Evelyn Dev and Austin Ochieng. Treasurer, Josephine Oloch, assisted by Enoch Okach, George Ogonda, Sharon Opudo. Deacons, head deacon, Daniel Otieno. Deacons, Daniel Odongo, Robert Oremo, Ishmael Okoth, Jared Paul, Mike Sensas, Philemon Mbogo, Octavian Alphonse, Duncan Ochieng, and Eric Ochieng. Deaconesses, head deaconesses, Eunice Moses. Deaconesses, Sharon Awor, Rosalind Omondi, Eunice Fred, Esther Pius, Evelyn Benson, Emily James, Pamela Muholo, Martha Dianga, Valerie Auma, Veronica Abade, and Lillian Odira. Personal Ministry. Director Rosalind Ochieng, assisted by Michael Magadi. Secretary Robert Oremo. Stewardship Director Friza Atieno, assisted by Peter Onyango. Education, Director Dennis Onywera, assisted by Caroline Odhiambo. Health, Sheila Miriam, assisted by Lucy Dede. Youth Department, Young Adult Director Peter Onyango, assisted by Mercy Octavian. Ambassador Club Director Steve Ogweno, Deputy Sharon Juma. Pathfinder Club Director Friza Atieno, Deputy Alfred Olango. Adventurers Club Director Valerie Auma, Deputy Mercy Octavian, and Lensa Anyango. Children Ministry, Leader Beryl Kola, assisted by Elsa Kuja. Women Ministry, Director Rosalind Ochieng, Assistant Mary Omedo. Dorcas Society, Director Gladys Ngere, assisted by Judith Akot. Secretary Evelyn Benson. Assistant Secretary Rosalind Omondi. Adventist Men, Director Michael Magadi, assisted by Ibrahim Odongo, Secretary Steve Okumu. Prayer Ministry Leader Lillian Ndisi, assisted by Monica Odongo and Rosalind Ochieng. Communication Director Cynthia Ogweno, Assistant Alfred Olango. Publishing Director Shem Omogi. Camp Coordinator Steve Ogweno, assisted by John Kigala, Secretary Jemima Oyer. Church Development Leader Fred Otieno, Assistant Dorothy Onyango. Sabbath School Director Monica Biko. Assistant Director Ishmael Okoth and Lynette Ochieng. Secretary Caroline Adhiambo. Assistant Secretary Melda Achieng and Mercy Octavian. Sabbath School Investment Secretary Gladys Ngere. Family Life Director Matthews O.P. Singles Ministry Gladys Ngere. Church choristers led by John Mark, Lillian Ariri, Robert Oremo, Florence Gatti, Lydia Ochieng, and Edith Aquino. Music Director Mercy We. Music Director Jemima Oyer, Assistant Byron Okwanyo. Choir Sponsor Mercy Were. Welfare Department Leader Ibrahim Odongo, assisted by John Kigala, Secretary Monica Mgala. Interest Coordinator Mary Aweno. Catering and Decoration Veronica Mbogo, assisted by Eunice Moses, Lorraine Amondi, and John Mark. Translators Lynn Abila, Geoffrey Odhiambo, George Ogonda, Monica Biko, Victor Owiti, Florence Gatti, Mercy Octavian, and Josephine Fidel. PA and Lighting Collins Ochieng. Adventist Men Relation AMR Patrick Juma. Pianist Jared Paul and Rolex Byron. Estate Leaders Pianist Jared Paul, assisted by Rolex Byron. Estate Leaders Galili, Leader Benedict Ogutu, assisted by Judith Akot, Rosalind Ochieng, and Vinnie Otieno. Secretary Veronica Abade. Assistant Secretary Josephine Geoffrey. Bethany, Leader John Kigala. Assistant Patrick Juma and Rosalind Omondi. Secretary Jared Paul. Assistant Secretary Lillian Ariri. Nazareth, Leader Beatrice Otula. Assisted by Fidelis Castro, Irene Omolo, Moses Nyaliet. Secretary Beatrice Calvins. Assistant Secretary Valerie Auma. Jerusalem, Leader Ismail Okot. Assistants Sharon Opondo and Sharon Owor. Secretary Millicent Awor. Assistant Secretary Ruth Biko. Bethlehem, Leader Veronica Mbogo. Assistant Bahati Mola and Evelyn David. Bethlehem, Leader Veronica Mbogo, assisted by Bahati Mola and Evelyn David. Secretary Robert Oremo. Assistant Secretary Ruth Akinyi. Bethel, Leader Daniel Odongo, assisted by George Ogonda, Ruvai Shivachi, and Olga Achieng. Assistant Secretary Sharon Juma. Nominated board members for the year 2026. 1. Elder Andrew Adero, Edith Aquino, Mr. Oloa Resi, Elder Peter Okwanyo, Martha Adhiambo, Rispa Orimba, and Rose Alphonse. Adjournment, being that there were no any other business, the meeting was adjourned at 19:05 by words of prayer from Pastor Joshua Aloch. I hereby move that the minutes have read were as they were at the meeting.
Tindeni, he has moved that the names that have been proposed be elected as church leaders. Anybody seconding the motion? Any seconder? Ngama second mondo jogi o yer o chwalegi kata kanisa podika ka jotich. Ngama second? Kata nominating committee members and they were there, they were the people who did the work. Who, anybody seconding the election of those members? Seconded, thank you. Okungia ninge chuke to samera. Tima pio ninge not tindo lony mate. The motion has been seconded. Anybody with observation? Ngamanige watch tomorrow. Ngamanige watch tomorrow. Evi nyinge mosomgo. Angeni we have many delegates. Jomobiro lemu kabuno kagi gin delegates te. The delegates moko negi voice and vote. Moko unge voice and vote. Mangi voice and vote gen mana church members Migori North kende. Manyingi ni ebu kanisa. Ngamanige watch? Ngamanige watch? Ajiadima koni jogo birjotich kanisa iga 2026. Kako somgeno. Aya, jomoda agi kare. Kinjo kosom nyingi chugane mad. If you had your name read here, stand up. Thank you so much. Having stood up, wabro lemunu chieng machielo, but you have to come here. Biuruka. You are church leaders. Come here. Just come. Yes, Mati Maradaya Inya. Angeni Okomi were all board members, but if you know you are an officer in elders te, clerks te, church clerk lopne te, treasurer assistants get te, all those are board members. Then a deaconry, we have head deacon and head deaconess. And finally, ngata milungoni head of any department and church board member. Makman assistant, gi secretary, mar department. Alafu, we have nominated board members. I want to say that yerone, kata yero mora, motim, kani tie giminyalo tim, to podinyalo tim. I don't want any in between teaching mother nominating committee, nyaka higa room, koro dongelwe church board. Church board nege teko. Within the period, mar higa, mar timo lokrok mora, ma church oneno kadwarore. And for now, allow me pray for this team, so that as the year begins, giyodite kumanyien marti yone Nyasaye walem. Wagon yero kamano Nyasaye mangima. Timon wangwono maber kiye mondo wachunga kanyithindi yonyango makawuono. Nineno ni ber mondo nyinge gi ochwal mondo gibigi tindi ga ganario gi 26. Nyithindi ma jo kanisa ma Migori North osetimo tich maber mar yiero jogi. Wakao ngimagi waketi lweti. Yie mondo itelnegi ng'ato ka ng'ato, imigi ngima maber. iyie mondo igwedhgi. Ka gidhi chako tich e higa manyien, migie teko manyien. Tie jok moko mosebedo ka tiyo offices moko, wuora asayi ni kiyie nyien gi kuom ng'wono. Wuonwa kanisa ni bende moyiero jogi, migie chuny mar siro jogi, mondo ka gibedo kanyakla, wuorwa to nyingi omenwang'o duong' ka wan kaka jotichni wayudo gweth. Ipari ng'ato ka ng'ato, kiparo kanisa ni duto, wasayo kuom yie e nying Kristo mowarowa. Amen. Nyasaye ogwedhu kendo otelnu ndalo duto e nying Ruoth Yesu. Having done that, nikech nominating committee osetieko tichne ma kanisa oseyiero, I move that the nominating committee be dissolved. Ng'amosiro mondo nominating committee okethi tichni orum. Bentie ng'amosiro? Seconded. Any discussion on that? Discussion on that? Discussion on that? Those in favor say aye. Opposed nay. Carried. Thank you so much.